What's going on, everybody? Welcome to my channel. Today I'm bringing you guys some Rory McIlroy PGA Tour gameplay. And I was really excited for this game to launch. It came out about a week ago. And with the British Open going on in full effect right now, I decided, hey, why not play at St. Andrews, right? So that's what we're doing. It's actually in Scotland where this golf course is, but the British Open are held there fairly regularly, I guess you could say. So as this is going on in real life, why not show you guys the front nine of it in the virtual world here? So I decided to use Ricky Fowler, one of my favorite golfers, an up-and-coming kid. I really like this kid. He's very personable, love his outfits, nice guy, just an all-around nice kid. So I decided to play the front nine with him, you know. I know most people probably play with Spieth or even Rory McIlroy, but I'm throwing you guys a little curveball here, you know. Check out some of the other golfers in the game. So I actually cut together every single shot of every single hole here for you guys. So hopefully you guys see some stuff that maybe you haven't seen in other previous gameplay videos on YouTube or reviews that have come out recently. And another thing I wanted to do is give you guys sort of my first impressions of the game. So a little backstory, I'm a huge golf video gaming fanatic. So I've played Tiger Woods since the early days, even dabbled with Hot Shots Golf. That's a great franchise if you're looking for some arcadey type of golf. And then also, more recently, I've played the Golf Club, which is a great golf sim. And really cool, really neat. I can only recommend that to golf purists out there. So, but that leads us to Rory McIlroy. So this is the first golf game by EA on the new platform, on PS4 and Xbox One. So it took a few years to develop for them, and they also are using a brand new engine to do this. You know, it's a shooting, I guess, first-person shooter engine, really. It's how maps and shooters are rendered. So they're taking a complete different approach, and no longer are you going from hole to hole. You are actually on the entire course the whole time. So if you shank a shot on hole 1 and it goes over to hole 3, you may very well have to hit it back over to hole 1 just to, you know, get a decent shot off. So that's kind of neat. That's really, really cool. And as you see, the game looks beautiful. If you're watching St. Andrews right now, the British Open, it looks pretty much spot on. They did a great job with the lighting and the coloring. Coloring of the grass looks incredibly accurate. You know, I just watched a little bit of the tournament earlier and I couldn't believe how close to the real thing it is. So that leads me to the other thing, the number of courses. A lot of people complain that there are only 8 real-life courses in this game. There are 9 if you pre-ordered, of course, and that doesn't seem to be enough for people. Granted, if you're playing a PGA Tour circuit, if you're playing the entire season, you are actually going to have to play a couple of courses twice to complete it. So that's kind of weird. I get it, but at the same time, really take a step back and realize how much work it takes to render some of these courses. Not only on a brand new platform, but with a brand new engine. So I give EA credit for having the courses they do have, and they do look amazing. It's not like they went cheap on any of them and kind of just said screw it and that looks good enough. They got them down to a T. So hopefully in the future we get a few downloadable courses here that EA is working on currently, but so far they haven't released anything, but I have my hopes high. I think they will. There's going to be an expansion pack and a few more courses. I'm thinking at least 4 more courses. That'll be great. So that leads me to the next thing, controls. Controls and mechanics are pretty damn good. I really love, there's 3 ways to play the game. Arcade, 3-click, which is the classic mode, or pro, or I guess it's called club or tour pro or something like that. And arcade gives you front spin, back spin. It lets you read the green. It lets you zoom onto the green from wherever you're standing on the golf course. 3-click takes a few of those aspects, and then obviously it has a classic control scheme, which I don't really like. I never really got used to the 3-click. And then the other mode, the Pro Tour, the Club, the pro club, whatever it is. That mode is pretty bare bones. Doesn't let you read the green, no front or back spin, and also you cannot zoom ahead to the green. You can't see where the green is actually at, which that's kind of a bummer, because when you're teeing up and you're standing in front of a ginormous rock and you have no clue where you are in relation to the green, that kind of bugs. And in the real world, I know the golfers know exactly where they are. They've walked the course. They know where it's at. But for someone like me that's never been at St. Andrews, for instance, or in the Grand Canyon, it's kind of tough to see where I'm actually aiming at. So I wish they kind of took in some arcade aspects and moved it over to the pro, because I am a sim sports player and I don't like it being too cheesy and arcadey. And the top and or the front and back spin are a little overpowered. I mean, they're extreme. If you really get it cranking, you can get another like 40 yards out of a drive, which is kind of crazy. But I found arcade to be the easiest and best mode to play and the most enjoyable mode for me. So as you can see, I'm not doing too shabby. I'm well under par here on the front 9 at St. Andrews, and that's not an easy task considering the wind and weather that plagues this course constantly. But I finish at 6 under here. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you guys saw some cool new stuff, and please subscribe, follow, like, and connect with me on Twitter at Daniel Basil. Mahalo.